Good evening, huh? Okay. Welcome to the George Mason Show. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet tonight, okay, baby? Huh? Yes, indeed. Welcome. I had an incredible day. I just want to share it with you real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta, I gotta do I gotta do me. Okay, first and foremost, I got to do me. That's real talk. That beat. Huh? But shit. Think I don't? Uh, but yeah, today was really an exciting and incredible day for me, man. I got to see so many people that I haven't seen in such a long time. I'm a football guy. I'm a football individual from the core. It's in my blood. And we had a reunion today. When I say we, old school, Bayside High School. Basically, what it was about, it was an alumni situation, an alumni thing. And Bayside is going to rename the field. Bayside, New York, for those of you who don't know, Bayside, Queens, New York, 7-time champs, city champs, right? Bayside's legacy and the core for Bayside's success lag and recruiting and for the Pop Warner League, from which I'm part of. And there were many of these guys that today that came through. Pierre Davis, Willie Davis, Lefty Bobby Bryant, Jay DeMayo, Barry Berenson, and stuff. But it just goes on. Dave Boston, Roy Evola, Ray Bussati. These cats were there today. And also we had Leonard Marshall from the New York Giants through Bobby Hammond. Bobby brought him. Bobby was with the Giants. Bobby was with us with Bayside. And Bobby brought Leonard through. Leonard is a two-time Super Bowl champion. You heard. Leonard Marshall, okay? Give it up for Leonard Marshall. Give it up for Bobby Hammond. Give it up for Kai Davidson. Kai picked me up in a brand new Maserati SUV. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was going down today. I was really happy to see. I grew up with Kai and in Queens Village. We all played for the Hawks, the Tomahawks, and took it on the Bayside. And that's how Bayside became the power, the legacy that they have. And it's interesting because I coach now, or I was coaching up until recently with Jamaica High School with Calvin Whitfield, Coach Whitfield. And coach is trying to build something over there and trying to institute in those young men, what is needed: pride, character, that kind of thing. And it starts from the bottom. So that's what we had. And I was so excited to see so many guys. Had Roger McGloin, um, like I said, Danny Nizich, Ray Bussati, Jeff Tanner was with Coach Tanner, and Jason Levitt, Coach Levitt. Um, I'm looking here, two-time Super Bowl champion. I wonder what that. Okay, Bobby Hammond, uh, Ray Nizich. Yeah, so it was Mo Williams. So it was really an incredible, exciting day for me. And I'm just getting in. And then from there, my boy Pancho, the Puerto Rican bad boy, invited me over for some spaghetti and meatballs, huh? Give it up for the spaghetti and meatballs. That shit was fucking slamming. Pancho is no fucking joke. Hey, oh shit, what's up? That's my sister. What's up, mommy? Lydia, God bless you, sis. Hi, baby girl. What's up? Yeah, I was just sharing. Uh, did I see the cutie? What cutie? Let me fill me in on that. What cutie? A shorty doo wop. I was around all kind of cuties today. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. Then I see the cutie. Now you got me. You got me open now. I'm interested in, in what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you never called me. I was calling Franny for her birthday on the 31st. The one I was in love with when I was little. You was in love with so many of them. I don't know. Let's give it up for my sister being in love with the cutie, huh? She, oh, your friend with an afro. Okay, be more vague. Be more vague. My friend with an afro. All right, your friend with the afro. That she's funny. The one I was in love with when I was little. Mommy, you was in with Floyd? You doing who? I think he was Cuban. Oh, you talking about Ariesto. The Dominican, Cuban and Dominican. I had the Cuban Andy, right? Andy Hidalgo, is Cubano. And then Ariesto, he was Dominican that lived downstairs. She said, "Hell no." You remember Andy? Andy around the way. Then Ariesto. Ariesto lived downstairs from us. You know, he was Dominican. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen him in years. He went to school. We went to school with him. Yeah, but he wasn't. No, he wasn't there today. I was. This was in Bayside. You know, where we went to school in Carlton Gardens, the ghetto. Nah, nah, no. These cats, they wasn't. They didn't. They wasn't from around there. They wasn't from the Ville or from the ghetto. They was from Bayside. Uh, was that uh what's that thing? Bell Harbor and shit like that. You know, it was a different vibe. It wasn't no, yeah. Uh but who you talking about? You was in love with. I know you was Floyd and then uh I don't know if you talking about Sean, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I didn't see none of those cats. But yeah, it was just it was a football thing. You don't know who Leonard Marshall is. Leonard Marshall is a Super Bowl champion. He played with Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson. I thought he was into football with you. Hell no. And you said that you was in love with Floyd at one time. You know, you was kind of crazy about him. He looked good and all this other stuff and whatnot. But nah, nah. Yeah, well, Kai. I don't know if you was in love with Kai. You know, Kai Davidson. He's driving a Maserati. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if that was your flavor, when I had no sense, you ain't got sense now. Give it up for she ain't got sense now. 'Cause I don't know who the hell she talking about. Uh, when I had no sense. Let me put that. I gotta show that shit is real. I ain't making this shit up. When I had no sense, you can't make no shit up like that. Yes. What I thought he was into football with you. Hell no, man, no Floyd. uh, Back in the day, yo, Floyd was that dude. You know, he ran the block pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Call him Pretty Boy Floyd, you know, so when you had no sense. I hear you. But nah, it was a beautiful day. I had an incredible day. You know, I seen Bobby. I haven't seen Bobby Hammond, you know, since Bobby took me to Morgan State with him to you know, for his homecoming when I was still in high school getting out. So getting out of high school or graduating and didn't really know where I was going and what kind of moves to make, anything like that, because you just don't know. And if you don't have a good support base with you, and or you have some type of focus, have some type of understanding of what's going on, but when you're young like that, you really don't know. You really don't have any idea of what's going on. You're trying to figure it out, and your parents, if you don't come from like a background of, you know, where people have, you know, before you have went to college or know the next move to make, you're kind of out there on your own. And I was out there on my own because even though I was talented, I was a good football player, a very good athlete. I just didn't know the next step, the next level, what the next level entailed, you know. So I got caught out there, basically, to be honest with you. And it's like that. And if you don't have people who care, will hold your hand and to take you to walk you through the process, you can really be ass out, because it's lonely. You just don't know like what to do because you don't know. And that's basically it. So, you know, now there's a little bit more that's going on as far as like, with the internet and to walk you through the process and as far as like going from high school to college, it might seem like something it should be like easy transition, but as they say, if you don't know, you don't know. So it was like that. So I was, fortunate and blessed today to be around cats, man, that are doing well for themselves, well in the sense of, you know, uh, making moves, man, that makes sense, which is a good thing, you know. And I grew, like I said, I grew up in that environment, and they know me as Daryl. That's my family name. That's my middle name, George Darrell Mason. And when I played in Pop Warner, I was known as Little Darrell Mason. I was a bad little son of a bitch. But, when I went to high school, it was George Mason. And then George picked up where Little Darrell left off, as far as doing his thing on that football field. And yeah, so it's all good. But I just wanted to thank and shout out all these cats that I said today: Mo, Pierre Davis, Willie Davis, uh, Roger McCloin, Lefty Bryant, Lefty Bobby Lefty Bryant. Bad. This cat was one of the best safeties, free safeties I've ever seen in the game. I know with Jack Tatum when he was with Oakland, Jack was nasty. Jack was a mean dude, and he played the game. And Bobby Bryant was on that order. Huh? Yeah, shout out to you, Bobby. He was the first guy that saw me come through that gates and Bayside, and I'll never forget we talked about that today. Huh? And Kai Davidson, I grew up with Kai. Delia, mommy, this is before you were even thought about. Okay? This is back in the day. I was like 8, 9 years old with Kai, and we go back all the way there, back down what you want to say, memory lane or whatever. But Kai played with the Jets. He had a nice little tenure with the Jets. He's out of North Carolina doing his thing now. He's going to be in New York for a little, and he's doing this. He was explaining to me, breaking down. They just played Buffalo Monday night. He's got box seats and the whole nine, which is good. Like I said, the brother's driving a Maserati, so hey, Maserati SUV. What up, Poncho? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta give it up for my boy. Give it up for my boy Poncho. I went over his crib after the set and ate, huh? And I mean, I ate. I threw the fuck down, you know. Uh, yeah, Poncho. So God bless you. Thank you, Ponch. I love you and I appreciate you, and I want to thank you for everything, for blessing me up. You got me. I was already tipsy when I came to your spot, and you just, you are a bad boy. You're a bad influence. All that rum and coke and shit. I'm not supposed to have that, but I had it. Fuck it. And then I had a plate. Pancho made spaghetti and meatballs, and Pancho can burn. God bless you, brother, and thank you again, Pancho, the Puerto Rican bad boy, in on the check-in. And he should get a restaurant. Yo, real talk. Yo, Chucky Chuck, you need to get on this on it and sponsor Pancho. Get him a restaurant, something, man, that has to do with food. This Puerto Rican can fucking burn. My sister can burn too. They should get something together, and that's some real shit. I don't know what the fuck it is with that Puerto Rican flavor. That is it adobo? It's the fact that they can hook, just get in there and just throw shit together and hook that shit up. That adobo is like, it's a miracle thing. A little bit of adobo, that shit goes a long fucking way, and that's real talk. I don't know what the fuck. You welcome, brother Pancho. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my sister can burn as well. But it was a hell of a thing. Like I said, I had a beautiful day. I started out early, and I met Kai. Kai came out here, from well, actually, he was in New York already. As I said, he's in North Carolina doing his thing. And I forget how many teams he played with the Jets. I think he might have played with New England as well. But Bobby Hammond played with the Giants, and Leonard Marshall played with the Giants. He's a two-time Super Bowl winner, champion, got two rings, played with Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson, Phil Simms. Uh, the pedigree is just deep and it's heavy. So that's what was going down today. And then we had, like I said, Pierre Davis and them cats. And it was just a beautiful thing to be around Coach Anisich. And the dedication is that they want to rename the Bayside football field to Coach Neil Nelson. They're trying to raise money. I heard they need between $3 to $5 million. So that was, I guess, part of the reason that Leonard Marshall might have been there. Bobby Hammond brought him in to show him exactly what was going on and what was needed to get the new field, a new scoreboard, and stuff like that for Bayside. And so it was exciting. It was good. Pancho said it's magic. I was telling him, boy, I was trying to tell my friend of mine was like, "Cool," and I was telling him about, uh, was telling him about the day. Sometimes some people just don't know. Not saying they're illiterate or they're retarded or whatever, but motherfucker, I said, yo, I was like, with Leonard Marshall today. He said, oh yeah, yeah, I know the dude. I know that motherfucker. He worked at McDonald's. I'm like, yo, B, Leonard Marshall. He don't work at fucking McDonald's. What's wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? He played with the Giants. He said, no, no, the nigga, you talking about that motherfucker, he was at the nah, no. He didn't work for Subways or McDonald's. Leonard Marshall. He's a professional football player. He's got two Super Bowl rings. That Leonard Marshall with the New York Giants. You fucking retard, you idiot. No, he didn't work at McDonald's. Yeah, so Pancho had to remind because he, he he called me while I was at Pancho's house, and I put him on speaker, and he was saying like, "Oh, the nigga Pancho was on the floor crying." Pancho said, the "Dude said he flipped burgers." Come on, Pancho heard it. I'm not making this shit up. You can't make shit like this up. He thought Leonard Marshall who worked at McDonald's flipping burgers. I'm like, no, that's not that Leonard Marshall. That's another brother that that you used to know worked at McDonald's, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Leonard Marshalls working in fast food establishment, but not that Leonard Marshall. No, all right. Don't take it for granted that you know when you don't. That's all. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to reach out to Bobby, my man Bobby Hammer, because I worked out with Bobby back in the day. Bobby took me to Morgan State. Bobby went to Morgan, and he graduated. He went from Morgan State on to play and went on to play for the New York Giants. And Bobby's from East Elmhurst, and Bobby took me to Morgan on his homecoming and introduced me to the coaches. And the coaches was like, "Listen, if you're a third as good as Bobby was, and whatever, we'll give you a full scholarship and just, get all our information from Bobby and give us a call, and we got you." I never followed up on that, but I had a great time about, at the homecoming for the weekend that I spent there at Morgan State, and it was good. Now, I ended up going to Grambling, and Leonard Marshall knew about because he's from Louisiana. So he knew about the time I was there with Doug Williams' brother. For those of you that don't know who football, Doug Williams played with the Kansas City Chiefs, the first black quarterback, win a Super Bowl, and he did his thing. I was there with Everson Walls of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, give it up for Everson Walls. And Leonard knew. I said, "Yo, Cubby." He said, "Yeah, that's right. They call him Cubby." Yeah, and it was Cubby. He was the first one to call me Shake and Bake. That I remember. That's my claim to fame about Grambling being there at Grambling, hot ass Grambling, talking about a dust bowl. If y'all never seen a dust bowl, it's like a tornado, but it just starts out of nowhere. The dust forms and it's hot. So yeah, they call Atlanta, Hot Atlanta. But yeah, down there and Louisiana, it gets fucking hot. And then going to Houston, Baton Rouge, all throughout the parts of the South over there. I was in the deep South, the Bayou, y'all. So it's like that. But yeah, so Leonard and I were kicking it along those lines. And it's not the Leonard Marshall that worked at McDonald's, Burger King, or Subway. It's not that one. It's the Leonard Marshall that played for the New York Giants. Yes, yes, yes. And we had a great time. We had a nice little festive atmosphere out there today. Bayside lost. They played Holy Cross at Bayside, and they got beat. I think 26-0. And these cats, this young generation, you can't put it all on the coaching staff. It comes down to having some pride to want to go out there and do good. You guys have to study. Like my friend, my man, the head coach over at Jamaica High School, Coach Whitfield, always says, be a student of the game. That entails a lot of things. You have access to the internet, to YouTube. Go on YouTube, study the position that you play, the position that you want to play. Be diligent, along those lines. And that's like anything in life. Have a focus, and that's what I get. As old as I am and getting older, have some focus, maintain your focus, and have purpose, and have some pride. These young men don't seem to have pride in a lot of things that they do. You know what I mean? But but you have to want it. That kind of thing. I'm not going to preach. I'm not going to stay on the soapbox too long. But that's where it starts. Listen to your coach. First of all, listen to your parents first and foremost. Listen to your father and your mother, your uncles and aunts, your elders. Okay, and then go from there. Your pastor, if you go to church, your teachers, and the educators, because they know they've been there. They're only telling you, they're giving you the tools what you need to be successful. So listen along those lines and take heed. All right. So again, I had an incredible day, and I just wanted to share that with you. And yeah, and like I said, I'm going to reach out to Bobby and to Kai and to see about having this show get Leonard Marshall on there. I have some other terrific shows coming down the pipe. I'm not going to spill the beans or whatever, but some is sports orientated, others is still educational, and of course, as you guys know, my forte, my venue is comedy. Right? I'm a stand-up comedian by trade. I ply my trade whenever I can, and I was with Gerard Washington last week. He's a funny brother. He makes me laugh. He's good, and we were in Astoria, and we had a great time, and we did our thing. He stood up at a spot. Uh, I'll get the name when I come on. I'll get it again. And I want to thank again Steve Solis and Dwayne Kennedy. And when we were at Spoonful 2, Spoonful 2, a spot in Harlem on 110th Street. And we had a terrific time, and it was good seeing Steve after all these years. And we did our thing. I got some shows coming up with Maurice the Great and Chili Most, and they want to come on together and do their thing on the George Mason show. And I'm going to have Kai as well come. I don't know if I'm going to have him solo dolo, if I'm going to bring him on with Bobby and get them, and then try to get them to with Leonard Marshall, and then so they can talk about this project that they're doing, how they're building and want to revitalize and to get Bayside back to its glorious days. And but first they want to do with the structural, the foundation to get the feel, the score, but stuff like that. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed. And again, I want to shout out to everyone that made today happen. Thank you again. And Concho, the Puerto Rican bad boy. I still got food. You takes me a plate and gave me some Danishes and shit. So I'm good for about 2.5, 3 days. So that's what's up. So I'm gonna kick back and then chill, watch some TV. Colorado did their thing today. Deion Sanders is to be reckoned with. The man is serious. He ain't playing. Hopefully they run the table. We'll see. Monday night we got the Jets against KC, and you know what? Aaron Rodgers, he's talking. Is he talking cash shit? I don't know. I can't say he's talking cash shit. He's talking. He's already, forecasted 2 Super Bowls, not just 1 Super Bowl. He's forecasted 2 Super Bowls. Thanks, Poncho. Poncho said, enjoy it, bro. God bless you. I know I will. You know I am. Good looking out as always. But yeah, Aaron has already forecasted 2 Super Bowl wins. Huh? And, yo, like I said, let's get game 1 under our belt and we go from there. You know what I'm saying? You're in New York. This is not Wisconsin, B. For real, because you start fucking up in New York, you would get booed the fuck out of here. They would throw shit at you. Fuck cheese. They ain't gonna throw no cheese at you. You don't want to know what they're gonna throw at you, Aaron. All right? Just humble yourself and let's take it one fucking game at a time, one play at a time. Let's get that first dub, and then we go from there. Then we'll start, and see how if we win it impressive. Do your thing. You going against Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills. Josh ain't no joke, okay? Josh got a strong arm, and he gets it in. He gets it. He puts work in. So get that first W, and then you go from there, and then we'll see what's what. All right. I'm interested to see. That's gonna be an exciting game. I wait to see that. Like I wait to see Colorado. I'm excited about college football. I like college football, but now, with Colorado, with Deion Sanders and his son, and that kid that he, raised up from like 4 years old or whatever, they are excited. So it's all good. Hey guys, enjoy the rest of your night. The night is basically still young. Saturday night. So do what you do. What is that? Netflix and chill. That's what they say. That's the hip slick thing. Hit Netflix and chill. So do that if that's what you do. If not, be safe. Watch your back out there. Protect yourself, and tell your loved ones that you love them. Hug them. Let them know life is short. Okay. Be safe, and God bless. Also, persistence overcomes resistance all the time. All right, so be safe. God bless. Peace. Huh? Yes, yes, yes. Where's my song at? Let me play out my funky ass song. Come on. All right. Here it is. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Yeah. What? Oh, shit.